Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Piney Projects. My name is Dan. This here is the beginning of our restoration of the 1971 Chevy C-10. If you haven't caught any of those videos, I have a playlist. It'll get you caught up to speed with progress. This frame, we've got all suspension parts and everything painted and kind of waiting to go back together. But this video is a little different. I wanted to come back and let you guys know. I feel that I owe it to you because I have a lot of people that are, subscribed and they're, tagging along and keeping up with the progress of this. And I watch some YouTube videos and stuff, and there's certain channels, I won't name any names, but they start a project, I get really hooked on it, and then I never see the project again, or they're like, oh, well, we're just going to put it on the back burner, and they ultimately never get to it, and that was the whole reason that I, tagged along and subscribed to the channel. But, so I felt I owed it to you to let you know two things, mainly. What we're actually planning on doing with this, what we're going to do to it, and, basically everything involved with what I have planned for it. And number two, the timeline. Like, how long is this going to take? Alright, so first off, let's start with the timeline. If it was up to me, I would be working on this thing every day, all day. But unfortunately, with my life right now, there's just absolutely no way. So, I have a goal in mind, and it's a little, I don't know, a little, what's the word I'm looking for? I have a goal in mind, but it's, high hopes. So I really would love to get this done in 2 years, but we'll see. I, number one, am a father, and I'm raising an 11-year-old daughter. It's quite a time of her life right now. She's in band, she's on the soccer team, so, I spend a lot of time with her, and, just trying to be a good dad and raise her properly. That's probably why you haven't seen her on a lot of these videos lately, because she's getting ready to wrap up sixth grade, so, so a lot of my time is spent with her. Number two, I'm also a husband. You haven't seen my wife on the channel yet. You probably will. She'll make an appearance at some point. But any of you guys know that you're married, gotta spend some wife time. Number three, I'm self-employed. I own a retail shop selling horse supplies. As you can see here, that I do a lot of, some of my videoing and all of my editing is done here at the store hours before it opens up. But for those of you that are interested, I own a tack store, so we sell everything and anything horse related. So little plug, if you need any horse supplies, contact me, let me know, I'll get you hooked up. And for those of you that are self-employed, you know that being self-employed is a 24/7 job. Our store is open 7 days a week, but just because it closes up doesn't mean that it ends. There's, billing, invoicing, emails, website maintenance. It goes on and on and on. So time and money are always at a premium. Plus, I have a ton of other projects, including this, and this, and this, and hopefully someday this. So, the $1 million question is, what are we planning on doing with this truck and all of these parts? What's the theme of the truck? Well, let me start out with telling you what we're not going to do to the truck. We're not going to lower it. We're not putting the C-notch kit in. We're not slamming it. We're not chopping it. We're also not putting four-wheel drive and lifting it. We're not doing a gas tank relocation. We're not putting air conditioning in it. We're not doing an LS swap. Nothing against any of those guys that do those things to their C10s. Some of them look absolutely fantastic. That's not me. I am very old school. I like things original. So what you see is what you get. We are going to, however, do 2 minor upgrades. This truck originally was equipped with a inline 6 250 and a 3 on the column. We are going to upgrade that. I want to put a small block 350 and a 4-speed on the floor. But that being said, it's going to be very tasteful and very, I don't want to say low key. I want it to sound good. I want it to perform good. But we're not going to polish and port and, cam swap and all of that. I really want like a nice original 350, nice little 4-barrel. Probably put some headers on it, but I want this truck, I want it to be a family truck. I want to have fun with it. I want to be able to take my daughter and my wife to some car shows with it, but I also want to be able to go to the supermarket and get groceries if I want to do that. I don't want to have to worry about, trailering it to shows and stuff like that. I don't want to have to worry about getting a rock chip in it and, the world's coming to an end. I want to enjoy it. I want to have fun with it. Again, not to go down the rabbit hole of a story, but this is 30 years in the making for me. I grew up as a little kid, riding around and shotgun in this truck, and I want to get it back on the road. That being said, we're not going to cut corners. I'm not going to band-aid stuff up. We're going to do it correctly, and that takes time. I just wanted to, let you guys know, because there, like I said before, there's people following along with the channel, and, if you're into the low riders and that kind of stuff, that's great. More power to you. That's not me, so I didn't want to, lead you down a road that we're not going down. So, I just want to be upfront and level with you that we're going to keep it fairly stock, fairly original. We do need to find a cab for it, and if for some reason, I find the unicorn 1971 cab with the factory air conditioning, we'll put factory air conditioning in it. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm not going to chrome it all up and bling it all out and all of that. That's just not me. So anyway, I hope you can kind of see my vision with this truck, and leave a comment below. If you're the original kind of person and you like that kind of stuff, let me know. If you're not, that's fine too. Like I said, I've seen all kinds of other rides out there, and more power to them for doing what they want to do. That's just not how I want to roll in this truck. So anyway, I hope that clears some things up.
So anyway, guys, I hope that clears up some things. Timeline, like I said, my goal is 2 years. We'll see if it happens. I know it's extremely, ambitious, but I gotta set a goal. So that's my goal. And like I, just said, I want to keep it fairly stock. A little upgrade with a 350 and a 4-speed, but overall, we're gonna keep her fairly stock. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, little different video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Go ahead and leave a comment down below if you think I'm crazy, if you think the 2 years is completely unreachable, if you don't like the fact that I'm going stock with it. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I'd appreciate to hear yours. So, and don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. My daughter and I are having a blast doing this. So, anyway, enough rambling for me. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Thanks for tagging along. Have a great one.